Hello everyone, allow me to introduce myself. I'm Count Silver, and today we are back with more Corpse Factory. Last time we played, Noriko was hiding a dark secret, and it was that she's the one behind the Corpse Girl website, believe it or not. This one right here, I wouldn't have been able to guess based off of her personality, but, you know, they leave really a lot to the imagination. But I am ready to get started with another one today, so let's go ahead and get started today. We had just recently we basically got the backstory to what happened initially, how she became this person that was causing death, essentially. So we left off right there, and we are picking up from there now. Ruby Hatono died last year. Since then, I've been chasing that rush, that thrill that comes with snuffing out a soul. Damn, the high on the first one was just too high, I guess. It wasn't hard to grow the popularity of Corpse Girl's website after that incident. Particularly dark corners of the internet gobbled up the news with enthusiasm, and the site saw an influx of new visitors. And on a few occasions, I've even overheard people in the real world whispering about the mysterious website that lets you request to death. I've crafted corpse photos for dozens of requests. Each photo is more convincing and realistic than the last, thanks to my ever-evolving skills. But none of my recent attempts have been successful. Oh, she's having trouble now. Not a single person has dropped dead since Ruby Hatono. Oh, she hasn't been successful at all then. I'm beginning to wonder if Corpse Girl's power has fizzled out. If it only had happened once, then there's no fizzling. It's just dead. Right there, that's it. Or perhaps I never had any power to begin with. Gosh, she must think she's like a god, like she's got this god complex. Maybe Rui's death was simply a fluke, a morbid coincidence. I spent countless hours doubting myself, doubting Corpse Girl. I've tried so hard to replicate that one success. Every time I receive a request, I do the same thing as I did in Ruby Hatono's case. I edit the photo of the victim, I create a convincing corpse photo, and I timestamp it with the time of death. I send the photo to the victim, and then I leave the rest up to fate. But nothing ever comes of it. I'm not so delusional that in normal circumstances, a simple photo would be enough to convince someone to kill themselves. And even if that photo fell into someone else's hands, it wouldn't inspire them to go out and kill the victim. Of course not. God, my throat. It's like closing up on me. However, these are no ordinary circumstances. I once activated a power beyond the ken of mortal men. I caused Ruby Hatono to die by her own hand, or by the hand of another. I need to find a way to manifest my power once more, to prove that I, Corpse Girl, have the power of death and destruction at my fingertips. I'm also incredibly beautiful and God's favorite princess, obviously. Once a new victim perishes, I know it will pave the way to more and more deaths. My website will gain popularity and become more than just an urban myth. People will live their lives in fear, forever wondering if Corpse Girl is lurking behind the next text message they receive. Yes, I can see the future I crave so clearly in my mind. I'm close to achieving my goal, I know I am. And, when my dream comes true, I can finally... Do what? What are you planning? What is the point? The incessant chirping of birds gently kindles the embers of my consciousness. My heavy eyelids open to find my body contorted before me, a leg splayed across the couch in the most uncomfortable position I can imagine. I groan and twist my torso, letting my spine pop and crack until the aches in my body drift away. That's how you do it. You just go ahead and do a little stretch, the little bones popping, and all of a sudden, all the pain's gone. Feel no pain anymore. I need to stop falling asleep on the couch. I'm still young, but I can't handle a night away from my comfortable bed. My eyes fall upon my open laptop, lying on its side on the floor. The screen is blank, the battery drained. I briefly panic, hoping against hope that I had saved my work before falling asleep. I stumble to my bed and pick up the laptop, then charge towards the... I'm sorry, I'm trying to say things in a certain way that I think they're going to play out, and then it doesn't work out that way. then charge towards the power outlet. I plug in and boot up, revitalizing the mechanical beast and feeling a wave of relief as the whirling of the internal fans signify the breath of life. This is unnecessary. I'm sorry, I have to say it. I feel like I am reading a Tumblr post for a fanfic. And I'm not saying that as an insult, but I am saying it as a way of saying that there's a lot of unnecessary additives to these sentences. Anyway, it had to be said, I'm sorry. The screen flickers and bathes my eyes in harsh light. My eyes squint against my will and I make out the image before me. The mutilated corpse of my latest victim. Perfection in picture form. The timestamp in the lower corner reads May 27th, 11:07 a.m. Tomorrow's date. The photo is ready to be sent out. If I send it now, the victim will receive it immediately, notice the date, and realize that her death is imminent. But apparently not. Apparently that's not true. It's time to set the wheels of demise in motion. Leaving my laptop at the outlet, I quickly dart into the kitchen. Well, to call it a kitchen is misleading. It's simply a tilted area connected to my living space with a small refrigerator, microwave oven, and single hot plate. A small stack of... I don't know why I'm saying things so terribly today. Like, it's worse than usual. A small stack of drawers is nestled next to the fridge, and I pull out the second drawer from the top. Plunging my head inside is always an odd sensation. My fingers get burnt underneath a dozen cheap plastic flip phones. Buried? I don't know why I said burnt. Like, what's wrong with me? I grasp one of the drawers. It's kind of late right now, so maybe that's what's going on. I don't know. Oh my god. Rub my eyes. I'm gonna take a sip of water. Resetting this, okay? I'm resetting right now. I got it now. I'm locked in. I grasp one of the phones between my thumb and forefinger and remove it from the drawer. There we go. It's a scratched up pink model from 2010 or so, a relic from a time not all that long ago, but that may as well be forgotten. I mean, she's basically got a burner phone. I flip the screen up and turn the device on, relieved to see this artifact still holds power. To be fair, I charged up all the phones just a few weeks ago, but the fact they retain a charge even being inactive for so long is a testament to their engineering. In any shady light of work, these kind of phones are referred to as burners, just like I said earlier. Cheap disposable devices that are discarded as soon as their purpose is fulfilled. I acquire them by rather unsavory means, but that's neither here nor there. It can't be any more unsavory than what you're already doing, so I wouldn't be too concerned about keep buying burner phones. Really, people don't even care if you do that anymore. I would be more concerned about people tracking what you're doing through your website that you have administrative... I'm sorry, you can tell it's so late for me. Oh god. Administrative privileges over. I use these phones to send out the photos I make. By doing this, I avoid using my personal phone and thus prevent anything from being tracked back to me. When a photo has been sent, I keep the burner phone for 24 hours just in case the victim sends a reply. I know I'd get a good laugh out of that. Of course, I don't keep the phone on my person. I store it in an old shed out the back of my apartment building. That is a terrible idea. That is a terrible fucking idea. And I'll tell you why that is because you are putting it somewhere where you don't live in the safest apartment building, apparently. You've said that yourself, so you're not afraid that someone's just gonna bust in? I mean, they wouldn't know what it is, I suppose, but if they turn it on, they know about it, then you are in some trouble, I would assume. Just thought. When 24 hours have passed, I remove the phone's SIM card, snap it in half, and discard it with the combustible trash. Okay. Okay. Now you're making a little bit more sense. The phone itself gets smashed and trashed in the dumpsters outside a convenience store. I also delete the photos off my hard drive and clear my internet history. This right here, this sentence, clear my internet history, has to be the worst sentence. Because that ain't helping with nothing. I'll say that right now. That is not helping your case right there. You need, like, I don't know. You don't need this. This is not helping. Obviously, I don't even use my own internet connection at home. I leech off my gullible neighbor's Wi-Fi. And you're gonna oh my god, this woman's terrible. He's under the impression I can't afford my own internet connection. Whether or not I convinced him of such is irrelevant, so he's happy to share his connection with me. That guy is not your savior. I'll tell you that right now. He's not giving you the Wi-Fi. I'm sorry, I just bumped my mic. He's not giving you the Wi-Fi password or anything because he's out of the goodness of his heart. I'll let you figure out what it is he actually wants, but it ain't the nobody shares their connection with people. Should the police ever try to track my actions, I'll only be led straight to my neighbor, and I would immediately tell them, hey, it's not me. My neighbor, my next door neighbor, also uses my Wi-Fi, so try that. I've gone to great lengths to ensure my actions are untraceable. This has all been in anticipation of my inevitable success. Looking down at the pink phone in my hand, I clear my mind and focus on the task before me. The photo was transferred easily from my laptop to the burner phone. Once complete, I opened the text messaging app and entered the victim's phone number. I leave the message field blank, but I attached the photo, of course. Ooh. Am I delusional? I just can't talk today. The victim will receive an empty text message from an unknown number with only an image attached. The message is just about ready to send, but there's one more flourish I'd like to add. I opened a particular app I previously downloaded to every burner phone. It's simply called Number Mask, and it's one of the most ingenious apps I've ever used. The app asks for the number I want to use. I punch in my memorized trademark. Now when I send a text message, the receiver will see these numbers appear. I'm so sorry, this is probably going to end up being a short video today. I don't know what is wrong with me, but I cannot talk. I know I usually can't talk, but this is just, oh god, this is trash. Now when I send a text message, the receiver will see these numbers appear on the caller ID. Not only does it mask the burner's real phone number, but it's an extra calling card to help boost my infamy. I smirk, my thumb hovering over the send message button. This is it. This is going to be my long-awaited victory. The second victim to end up dead. I just know it. This is the stepping stone to my success, the second of many bodies that will pave the way to my glory. I don't know where she's getting this confidence from. It's incredible. I send the message. How does she know these people don't, I guess she like looks in the news and that's how she knows they didn't die, because like I would assume that would be big news, especially with the way that people are dying, you know? And another thing, I am very surprised as well that she arrived at work on time. I was about to say, she's probably late. We saw her routine at the beginning, and I don't know how she's doing it, to be honest. I arrive at work on time, just as usual. My handbag is heavy with the weight of several cans of coffee, hopefully enough to help me power through the day after having such a late night. I can't help but yawn loudly as I wait for the elevator in the lobby. Just before the elevator door opens, my phone starts to ring. I step aside and answer the call.
Hey.
That was Noriko saying hey?
Hi, Noriko. Good
Oh.
morning. Did I call at a bad time?
It's her.
Not at all. I'm just about to go into the office. Oh, should I call back later? It's no problem. Don't stress.
Damn, that's a very sensual. It's no problem. Don't stress.
Okay, sorry.
The nervous, apologetic girl on the other end of the call is Aoi Sato, an old school friend from back in the day. Though we never really had any common interests, we used to be inseparable at school. She was shy, I was introverted. It was a combination that worked in our favor, even if our conversations were a little on the boring side. To say that we're no longer shy and introverted wouldn't be entirely true. Aoi has gotten better. She's definitely more outgoing, but she still suffers from a great deal of social anxiety. As for me, I'm still pretty introverted. Oh, you got me there. I would have never guessed. My tolerance for being around other people has improved a bit, but I do prefer solitude. And visiting places I've never been to before puts me on edge. To call Aoi my best friend would be accurate. She's my closest confidant. Just like Persona. Even so, she knows nothing about my part-time masquerading as corpse girl. No one does, and I plan to keep it that way.
So, Aoi, what did you want to talk about? Oh, well, you see, that guy at work is still bothering me, and I wanted to see if you had any more advice for me.
Who's bothering you, Queen? Should I have to step in?
Jeez, the older guy that always hits on you.
Yeah.
What a creep. You're 19, for God's sake. He must be, what, 50?
Damn.
I think he's 52.
Damn. I thought she might have been exaggerating. Oh. Oh, that's bad.
You know his actual age?
Oh. Oh. Someone does need to step in. I said that as a joke, but someone needs to step in here.
Well, whatever. If he's still bothering you, you have to take a stand. He's not your coworker, right? Just a regular customer?
Take this to heart, everyone. The customer is not always right, and if you are being harassed at work, you can step up and you can say something. And if they don't, if the management or whoever doesn't back you up on it, then you don't need to be there in the first place. No matter how desperate your situation, you don't deserve to be treated like that.
That's right. Then tell your manager. Have him banned from the venue. I can't talk to the manager. I don't want to cause trouble for the company.
Fuck the company.
Jeez, girl. Sometimes you need to stand on your own 2 feet.
Why is girl highlighted? Is that important?
I know. Well, if talking to the manager is out of the question, then you need to be firm with the creep.
I'm saying.
Tell him you won't stand for being groped anymore.
He's groping
His
her?
behavior is simply unacceptable, and if he won't change, you won't serve him anymore.
She's getting groped? Nah. We need to, something needs to be done about this. If she won't say something, I'll march down there and I'll say something.
He's scary, Noriko. I don't know if I can confront him like that.
I personally, I get it, because a older man, probably bigger than her, realistically. But again, I don't see the problem with being like, hey, by the way, this guy's being weird, being strange. I'd prefer it if if someone said something or I had my back, something.
He's always drunk. Even before he comes into the place. I try not to serve him too much, but...
I also need to know where she works. Because also, public intoxication, I mean, hello.
Are you sure you can't quit that stupid job?
A
Working in
big
maid
cafe.
really doesn't suit you at all. I thought you wanted a government position.
Oh my god, no wonder she's getting touched like that, because, god, because people are terrible.
I do. I want to work in a cozy office, kind of like you, but you know I don't have any qualifications.
You look the part. I mean, that should be close enough at least.
Why don't I see if there's anything open here? Maybe Shinya can help out. He got me this job, remember?
It's only temporary, Noriko.
Shinya. Maybe. He was always a nice guy, right? He's super nice. Stick in the mud, but a nice one.
Why are you lying?
Noriko, don't be mean.
Don't be mean. But she's like laughing with her.
You want me to ask? Yes, please. If it's no trouble. It's no trouble. I'll talk to Shinya. Then maybe you can quit that crappy job and come work with me.
He's gonna be like, you still haven't accepted my request. Like, he's gonna be pissed about that.
That really does sound wonderful. Thank you, Noriko. I'd be so lost without you. Don't be silly. You're amazing, Aoi. Leave this to me. Thank you.
I end the call and heave a sigh. Having to go and ask Shinya about a job actually is a pain in the ass, but I'd never admit that to Aoi. I want to help the poor girl. I really do. I'd do nearly anything for her. Again, girl highlighted. Why? The elevator arrives at the lobby, and I step inside as soon as the doors open. Alright. Let's go talk to him.
Kurosawa.
Is it me, or does he look a little pissed? Or that was, he kind of sounded pissed.
Fujikawa. Good morning.
Shinya takes me by surprise as I exit the elevator. Has he been waiting for me here?
I wanted to catch you before we sit down to work. I sent you another friend request. Can you make sure you got it this time?
You might as well just accept it. I mean, like, it's like one person that's posting about stuff you're disinterested in. I follow several people I'm not interested in. I don't care about them. I still follow them. Because, you know, you gotta keep up a certain look to yourself.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, accept it right to his face. That way, when you ask the favor, he can finally feel like he owes you. What am I supposed to do when he puts me on the spot like this? I try not to groan as I get my phone out and open up noise. It's impossible to hide my screen from Shinya's piercing glaze? Oh, Lord. Gaze.
Well, what do you know? I have a new friend request.
Oh my gosh, you couldn't even make it. You can't even act.
Oh, great. It worked this time. Go ahead and accept it, please.
Yeah, sure thing.
I hesitantly accept the request. A little fireworks animation pops up on the screen with a celebratory message about making a new friend.
Yay!
Yay!
We're officially friends
Yay!
now, so, can I call you Noriko from now on?
I mean, probably not in the workplace. I never cared much for formalities. I tried to adhere to them in the workplace, but honestly, I don't care if people refer to me by my first or last name, regardless of whether they're friends or not.
That's fine. You can call me Noriko.
Shinya's eyes light up. They seem to have made the boy happy.
Thank you. Oh, you can call me Shinya, of course.
I don't know, you're my superior. What if you do something to me?
Shinya. Hey, we've known each other since junior high, right? Shouldn't we have been on a first name basis anyway?
Oh, she's just feeding this man.
Yes, that's true, but we're in the office now, you know? It wouldn't do if you started working here and called me Shinya right away.
I just wouldn't do.
I suppose.
Anyway, I'm really glad we're proper friends now, Noriko. Maybe we can get a coffee sometime.
That's not my agenda. I buy the stuff in the cans. I can't help but feel he's trying to push his luck as far as it will go. Any suspicions I had about him having a crush on me is now confirmed. I brush a stray lock of hair out of my face and smile as sweetly as I can while I change the subject.
Hey, actually, I wanted to ask
Look
you
at this.
something.
Face
Are
of a
there any
psychopath.
temp jobs available here right now?
Temp jobs, huh? Are you looking to pick up extra hours?
Oh no, God no. Ugh.
No, not exactly. I'm asking for a friend who needs a new job.
He may know her.
A friend of Noriko's. Well, let's see.
In fact, he should know her.
We pretty much always have data entry rules up for grabs. Unless your friend wants something more interesting? Do they have any particular qualifications?
She's nice.
Not really. Data entry is more than fine. Actually, you already know who I'm talking about. Remember Aoi Sato?
Aoi Sato. Yes, I think I do remember her. That really shy girl from our school days, correct?
The really shy girl. You're talking about me, bro.
That's her, yeah.
Wow. I never knew you were still in touch with school friends, Noriko.
Don't make it weird, Shinya.
Aoi's probably the only one. We're fairly close.
Is that so? As for me, I don't really have any friends from back then.
Boo, no one asked you. Shinya's heartbreaking confession doesn't surprise me too much. He doesn't strike me as the type of person to have many friends at all. Sure, I'm the same, but
No.
it's not the same, you get it?
Saying. We're friends now. So I guess I do keep in touch with school friends.
Haha, yeah.
Yeah, I guess so.
I knew. Haha, yeah.
Hey, I'll ask my
That's the
superior if we
go-to.
can Get Sato an interview. Is that okay?
I'd really appreciate that. Thank you, Shinya.
Appreciate it, my guy.
No problem. Leave it to me.
I really wish he'd change out of that outfit, but you know, it is what it is. He gives me an awkward salute before skipping away. Our little exchange has obviously made him pretty happy. I honestly think she gave him too much. Should have been feeding him just a little bit at a time. For some reason, something that Tomoe Watanabe said yesterday pops into my head. She mentioned that I'm leading Shinya on, but that's not true, is it? Kind of are. I mean, I'll say this. I'll say this. I would have probably just accepted the friend request, and I would have been like, listen, while we're at the office, you can't refer to me as my first name, because this is a professional workspace. But that doesn't mean it can't happen. That's also leading on, but you get what I'm saying. I feel like she fed him a little too much there. I shake the thought out of my head. I'm just being nice to him. That's not wrong, is it? Girl, you literally just said you knew that he had a crush on you. It's not just being nice anymore. You gotta understand something. When guys, they get like this, unless you just flat out tell them I'm not interested in you, they will continue to flirt. And I'm hitting my mic again. They will continue to flirt, and they will try to convince you. Maybe not convince you. Maybe that's the wrong. Some people will. Some people try to convince you. But I guess what would the word be? What would be the term? Probably they'll just keep like flirting. I'm just gonna say that. I'm gonna leave it at that. They just want to keep flirting with you. As I'm talking for too long. I take a seat at my desk and perform my morning ritual. From my handbag, I retrieve my headphones, coffee, and breath mints. Computer on, music playing, coffee open. My fingers tap rhythmically against the keyboard, and I slip into the usual workday trance. Dang, I didn't have to see my superior today. Oh!
I see that you're connected with Shinya on noise now, huh?
She jump scared me. I called her, and she appeared. Just like the devil. My walk to the train station is interrupted by a familiar, grating voice.
Sounds like both of you are getting on pretty well.
I wouldn't say that.
How did you...
Noriko, be real. Look at her. She has got the gossip on lock. Let's be honest with ourselves. She knows where to get the gossip from. Oh, of course. Tomoe and I are already quote-unquote friends on Noise. She would have seen the notification that I accepted Shinya's request. You get notifications that you accept other people's requests? I wouldn't like that at all. It's actually kind of strange that Tomoe and I are connected through the app. We added each other on my first day of work before I learned how much of an intolerable excuse of a human being she is. Ooh. We simply never deleted each other, even after all these months. Her posts are entertaining anyway. I was gonna say, I thought she enjoyed having her as a friend on there. And since I rarely ever post anything myself, she probably forgot we were connected at all, until today.
Now look, don't get me wrong, you hear? I ain't actually interested in Shinya. Nah, I'm real happy for you both, like.
Girl.
But what I can't stand is a skank like yourself getting some while I'm over here all dry like a desert.
Skank? Dry like a desert? Girl. Come on now. Let's keep it PG.
What the hell are you talking about? It pisses me off that guys just sluts like you, and you barely have to put in any work.
I'm sorry. I'm loving the accent. It pisses me off that guys just sluts like yeah. You barely have to put in any work. I love it.
Meanwhile, nice girls like me gotta put in so much effort to even get noticed.
Nice. You called her a skank and a slut in the span of like what would this be? This is like 2 seconds, maybe.
You think all of this is just natural? I put so much effort into how I look, you know? And guys like Shinya don't even bat an eyebrow at me.
It's because Shinya wants a goth girlfriend. I'm sorry, he's not for you, Tomoe. He wants a goth dummy girlfriend, and that's what he's shooting. He's shooting for the stars, you know. And you're like, I don't even care about him, but she's just mad that Noriko is getting attention. I'm just gonna call it attention. And also, she puts in effort every morning, just because she wants to look good. She likes her eyes.
You mean bat an eyelid, right?
Whatever. It don't matter.
It don't matter.
Skanks like you getting
Skank?
for nothing.
Once again, dude.
Look.
So many S words being thrown around.
I'm not interested in Shinya, and I'm not trying to be with him.
Aw, damn. What if he's around here, though?
I don't chase guys, and it's pretty rare that they chase me. You've got me all wrong.
I mean, she's telling the truth.
Like I believe you. Do you spend your time chasing chicks then?
There's nothing wrong with that. If that's the case.
Not your business.
Exactly.
You don't have to worry about me pursuing Shinya.
Exactly. Noriko gets it.
Tell you what, any guy at the office is all yours, okay? I'm not interested.
Savage.
Oh, is that how it's gonna be, slut?
She's just alternating with the insult. It's skank slut, skank slut.
You think no one is good enough for you, but they're good enough for me?
Oh, Lord. She took it the wrong way.
You're just like all the other girls. You think
Girls
I need
highlighted.
being pitied? You think I need it?
What? Where is this coming from?
Well, I don't want your pity. You're nothing but a fake skank.
She alternated again. She's back to skank. Tomoe pushes forward, her bulk forcing me off the sidewalk and into the thicket of trees bordering the path. Oh! What the what? Wait. Why? The burning slap across my face comes out of nowhere. I'm blinded by white stars and my entire face feels like it's on fire. The strike is hard, sharp, vicious. It happens so suddenly that I have difficulty processing it. I stumble, but my legs don't quite give out. My mind races, trying to put together what just happened. Tomoe hit me. Why? Why did she hit me? There's a strange sort of disconnect in my mind. My body doesn't feel like my own. But this isn't actually happening to me, but rather, I'm watching it happen to someone else. That sounds awfully familiar to something that's happened very recently. I'm not gonna lie, that threw me off though. I was insane. Time seems to slow down and speed up all at once. The slap replays twice in my mind before Tomoe's hand even leaves my face. I catch a glimpse of her furious expression, red and stained with and overcome with anger.
I hate you. I hate everyone like you. Don't pity me.
Oh my god, I don't understand. I wasn't pitying anybody. She hit me again. The second strike connects with my chin and I flinch, my entire body paralyzed with pain. She hit me again. That's what I'm saying.
Stop!
I hate you. I hate you.
Oh my god. Tomoe has lost it. She's absolutely furious and I can't figure out what I did wrong. Her third attack is a curled fist aimed straight at my stomach. Through sheer luck or complete accident, I tumble backwards, narrowly avoiding the punch and instead landing on my rear. The pavement is rough and hard, but I'm sure it feels a lot better than taking a fist in the gut. Tomoe screams and rushes at me, but I scramble to my feet and grab her by the wrist. She's going like ape on me. I don't get it. She flails wildly, her eyes looking like they'll pop out of her skull at any given second. Her breathing is harsh and ragged, and tears of rage have caused a flood of clotted makeup to run down her face.
Calm down! Calm down!
Don't ever tell anybody to calm down when they're in this mode. She struggles against me, slowly giving in as my tight grip prevents her from attacking me further. She begins to sob softly.
I hate you. I hate everything about you.
This is crazy because she literally does data entry as a job, and this is the result of that. That's crazy. With a great pull, Tomoe frees herself from my grip. She steps away, cursing, and then runs past me. I blink in disbelief as she breaks into a sprint, heading into the direction of the train station. I raise a hand to my tender face and touch it gently. The stinging sensation is completely new to me. Never before had been attacked like that.
What the hell was all that about?
Maybe being Corpse Girl has some side effects. Maybe people just fucking hate you now.
I can't believe she hit me.
She had something was happening. You know how they say people have a bad day? She was having, I don't know what to call it. It was worst day of her life. Well, with that being said, I think I'm going to stop there for today. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being patient with me as I try to read, because apparently I cannot do that. But I'm glad that you guys stuck around for it, and again, it's very much appreciated. We will see where this goes from here, because honestly, that was intense. I was not ready for that. I just thought she was going to berate us again. She just beat us down. So that was fun. Once again, guys, thank you again. I love and appreciate every single one of you. I will see you guys on the next one. And as always, this has been Obediently Yours, Count Silver, signing off.